Hi, chess fans. The candidates 2024 from Toronto are over, and Gukesh has won. Gukesh has won the candidates. He's 17 years old. He's from India, and now he gets the right to play Ding Liren from China for the World Championship later on this year. It was such an exciting event. I was extra excited, I think, because it was in my home country of Canada. But what I want to look at is the round 13 game that Gukesh had against Ali Reza. And in this position, I think that this is a great learning position. Uh, and what happens here is, well, if you notice the material, um, Gukesh is up one pawn, and we would call it a healthy pawn because there's connected passed pawns, the c pawn and the b pawn. There's no other pawns in the way, so they're kind of off to the races. um, and but it's just one pawn that Gukesh is up. So in this position, Gukesh pushes one of his pawns, and I want to talk about why he chose the pawn that he did. Okay, so in this position, he he um he chooses this pawn right here. And one, I guess, argument against that is if he had to push the other pawn, well, there's only two more moves left to become a queen. With pushing this pawn, there's three moves left because you have to move the rook out of the way. So there's that extra move. So why did he choose that way? Well, I think what he did was very, very, very practical from a human perspective. I know there's a lot of chess being analyzed with computers these days, but sometimes what the computer says isn't practical for human beings to figure out. So let's look why. This is my opinion. This is why I think that he did not push this pawn, because I think Ali Riza would have sacrificed his knight for two pawns. And then Gukesh is still winning, but Gukesh has a lot of work to do and has to be very careful not to fall into a drawn endgame. So, because at this point, Ali Reza just wants to draw. But as it turned out, he made the move that was, um, I guess, a little bit safer and ended up winning the game. So when you're in an end game and you're up a pawn, and the queens are off the board, you might just have a minor piece left. Be careful for the opportunity for your opponent to sacrifice, and then maybe trying to hold on to a draw. So anyway, that's my take on the round 13 game, and that game was so important because it put Gukesh a half a point ahead of the other players, the other three players who were tied for second. And that way, in the final round, what happened is all Gukesh did was make a draw, and the other two players who were in second, they made a draw too. So Gukesh gets to go on with a score of 9 points out of 14. So just a fantastic result. Gukesh is only 17 years old, and it's just great to see. Great to see someone following in Vishwanathan and great footsteps. All right, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.